And welcome back. We're here again, y'all. It's Monday. What's the date today, babe? What's the date today?
September the 30th.
September
the last
the
day of the month.
The last day of this month, y'all. This year is going by so fast, so fast. And it's like, God, I ask myself sometimes, can we keep up with it? Can we keep up with it?
Wow.
But today, y'all, we have a special show once again, y'all. Like I've been telling you, all God has been blessing us to bring in some powerful people that's in Nashville, Tennessee, some great people. And today we have one of my great friends. I've been knowing this brother for about, I don't know how many years I've been knowing you.
About 30.
About
30,
How long y'all been married?
34 years.
About 34. So, man,
Yeah.
I've been knowing this brother about 30-something years. And we met from the business sector, you all. We are in the hair industry. And I'm going to let him introduce himself and give his resume real quick. But this brother, we stayed connected. We lost connection for a while. But he always comes around with a special product for me, and he throws it in my face, and he's always been on top of his game. And that's the one thing that we're going to talk about. So our title for tonight is Business Ethics is Necessary for You to Succeed. Business ethics it's necessary for you to succeed out here in this world. So, Don, I want you to introduce yourself to the people. Give you a resume, tell them what you do, how you do it, how long you've been doing it, and just give us a little bit about your life and what's going on in your life, brother. Donald.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Doing well.
Man, it's a pleasure being here with you and your wife. Man, it's Don O'Neill.
Yes, sir.
Don O'Neill. Well, originally I'm from Mississippi, Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Okay.
Went to school at Jackson State University. Moved to Nashville about 45 years ago. Wow. And I was in the restaurant industry.
Okay, I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, I was in the restaurant industry, and when they fired me in the restaurant industry, a guy named Warren Samuel, for pros only, was doing a distribution business.
Okay.
And at that time, I had about 6 months of unemployment, about 8 weeks of
Severance pay.
severance pay, and it was for the first time in my life, Monica, I hadn't worked. And that didn't sit well with me because
Right.
after about a week or two of being off, I was getting ready to go back into the workforce, but the Lord was telling me something else. In that process, Teddy, I'll tell you something that you guys didn't know. I had divorced my first wife. Now, God was whooping me.
Wow.
Because I thought I had it together. But the Lord told me, Donald, I told you, he that obtains a wife obtains a good thing.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes,
and
sir.
obtains favor
with
the Lord.
Yes, sir.
He said, not only did you not want my good thing, but you didn't want my favor.
Wow.
So, Teddy, I went from a driveway full of cars. We had about 5 cars, to catching a bus.
Wow, brother.
Wow.
Lost it all. But that was God's way of getting my attention,
That's good, man.
And it's no shame in my game because I was disobedient, and we'll get to that. So what happened was I met Warren Samuel. He was cutting my hair, and back in the day, I was wearing a scrunch, Monica.
A scrunch. Okay.
A scrunch.
I don't know what
I
that
was-
is.
It's almost like a finger wave, baby. It's almost like a finger
like a
wave,
finger
but it's a
wave.
different. It's scrunched up instead of waved up.
Yes. So I was wearing a scrunch, and Sam was doing my hair every Saturday morning.
Okay.
I had a standing appointment with him. Not only was I divorced, but I was in a backslidden condition. So it was just my life was a mess.
Yeah, man.
And God was getting my attention. So I hooked up with Warren Samuel, and he said, "Man, come and ride with me, and I got to deliver some product." So we went up to Murfreesboro to deliver some product, and he walked in the salon, and I saw all these women, and then the lights went off.
Yeah.
So I'm still in my unregenerated mind. But one of the first things that Sam told me, Donald, you never lay where you pay.
Wow. That's
Wow.
Don't mix pleasure with business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when you talk about this subject that we're going to talk about, and the integrity, and by the way, I own a company called Integrity Salon Services.
That's what brought the topic, brother.
I own a company called Integrity Salon Services. It was birthed in 2004. 2004. No money. I had to go to my god sister to borrow her $100 to get my business license and everything, But that was 20 years ago, and the rest is history. But we've seen a lot of changes
in this industry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And and these changes are not good for the industry.
It's not good for business, period, brother.
Yes.
For especially for the African American community.
Yes.
And that's another reason why when I saw you that day and something posed to me, let me talk to my brother, because we dialogue a lot about what's going on out here in the community. And this is for people that's in the hair business, in the beauty business, because y'all have to understand the beauty business, y'all, is a $1 billion business.
A multi-billion dollar
Yes,
business.
it is. And it's one of the only industries that African Americans are in where we dominate, a little bit in this era. So this is why I want to bring you in and talk about this. But it goes off into the, like you said, the restaurant businesses, the everything that's going on out there in the world, and about how you have to have great business ethics out there. But come on with that story, because you was in there, brother. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah. So when I started Integrity Salon Services, I was working for a guy, and he had bounced about 4 checks on me, and he said to me, Donald, I'm going to call the manufacturer and tell them to deal with you, and I'm out of the picture. But under the table, he says, now I'm going to tell them that, but we're going to still be partners.
Right.
So the original agreement was that we were going to share everything 50-50, because he had the product, but I had the customer base in Nashville. Yeah. He was out of Memphis, Tennessee, and he was a great guy, but of course his ethics wasn't correct.
Yes, sir.
So I talked to a friend of mine who I trusted, Louis Upkins.
Yeah, I know Louis. I know him well.
And he said, well, Donald, it seems like to me, if you got the product in the customer base, why would you split it with them 50-50? He, in essence, he'll be working for you. You should get half of what he gets
Yeah.
in the Memphis market. So I went to him and explained to him what our new proposal, and he said, "Man, I can't do that." And I said, "Well, I can't give you 50% of mine, brother. That ain't good business sense."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, and so I started with a line of credit with straight request products. Tony Grant gave me a $3,000 line of credit on Tuesday. I got the product on Thursday, and I wrote him a check for $3,000 on that Monday.
On that
Oh,
Monday.
wow.
Worth ethics, boy. Because I remember you back in that. Come on, let me shut up. Well, come on.
Yeah, you know, and the rest is just me being on the grind. So I've started in Nashville, Tennessee, Teddy. I was the only one out here with straight requests, and I was servicing Nashville, I was servicing Clarksville, I was servicing Murfreesboro, and the surrounding areas. So I was, man, the pockets was fat, but you know, I was like, man, I gotta grow this business. So I about a year and a half later, I'm living, you know. This business bought my first house in 2006. You know, and by the way, it was a year and a half because I started Integrity in May in 2004. So I was, man, God was just blessing everything that I put my hand to because I was diligent. And the reason I named my business Integrity Salon Services is because I saw the misappropriation of a lot of stuff in the industry.
Wow.
And I saw people that didn't have integrity.
Yes, sir.
So God told me to name this business Integrity Salon Services.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, and so from integrity, from servicing Nashville, God's blessed me, man. We're in Louisville, Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, Radcliffe, Kentucky, Evansville, Indiana, you know, Mobile, Alabama, Hoptown. Hoptown. I mean, we're in three different states, and we're currently drumming up business on the internet because we got a website up now, you know. So, but that's me.
Yeah.
That's me. That's my story.
And that's an amazing story, Donna, because like I said, brother, I watched you in the game. You know, I deal with, in my lifetime, I've dealt with maybe 3 distributors, and you were one of them. I got to put my boys out there. Here we are, Mr. Hunt.
Oh yes,
Eric Jr. I got to put their names out there because they helped take me to another level in this business.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about those ethics a little bit and talk about that. So I got to put their name out there. But, brother, I've watched you really, really make a difference out here. And I watch you never get lazy. I watch you go from salon to salon, promoting product after product, seeing what was a need out there, okay? And that's another thing that we have to understand as business professionals out here in this world. You have to meet a need.
Yes, sir.
And that's one thing that I saw you do, Donna. You met the need. Like when we were missing things that would have just took us to a whole different level, a whole nother spot. Here you come along, and you was always on time. Look, if we needed something, we didn't have to be like, get on the phone, call Donna, go. You know, we didn't have to do that with you. And that right there was one of the biggest things that I saw in your ethic that made me realize, okay, this is a brother that's gonna be here for a long time. And like you said, Donna, how long have you been in this industry, brother?
Oh my God! So about 34, 35 years.
34, 35 years. Yeah.
I was talking to a client on Saturday, and she says that her daughter is 32 years old. So I knew her before her daughter was born.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, so I've seen people kids have kids. I've seen my clients' kids get married. I've seen them go to school, launch their careers. You know what I'm saying?
I'm over here shaking my head, brother, because that you represent me when you say that, man. I've watched people get married, people go to college, and now they're big professionals out here in this world. I've seen so many things being being an entrepreneur. I'm gonna say that first, because see, that's what I want to push out here to this world. We have to create more entrepreneurs in this world, more African American entrepreneurs, because that's what's going to allow us as a people to be able to get out of and I don't call it a trap, because baby, I truly appreciate having you, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have my benefits. I wouldn't. So it's a place out there for us all. But when I think about another entrepreneur, and when I said I want to bring Donald, this is why I want to bring him, because he's seen a lot of stuff that I've seen. He's seen a lot of people lives go from one level to the next level.
Yeah.
Seeing people's children be born, and now they're older, and some of them you may service them. I don't know.
Yeah,
You may service them.
look, I'm servicing some of my clients' children now, and then I've seen them. The children have children.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow, bro.
So I've been 3 generations in this business, man.
That's it, Donna.
You
3
know,
generations in
three-
this business.
3 generations.
We on our way to 4. We
Yeah.
are on our way to 4 centuries of being in this industry, brother. But it took work, business ethics to do this. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a curve, and Monica, I'm gonna bring you into the mix of this thing. I know you always my scripture girl, and my person that brings us back to light. Give us something, that the word has touched, so me and Donald can dialogue a little bit about something that God has said that you've heard us talk about thus far in our conversation.
Well, one scripture, let's see. I have a lot. I want to go to this one. Proverbs 10:4. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands brings wealth. This verse highlights the importance of hard work and diligence in achieving financial success. It encourages individuals to avoid laziness and instead embrace a strong work ethic in all their endeavors. And that comes from the business savvy scriptures.
That was good, Donald. Laziness, bro.
So one of my favorite scriptures, Monica, is this: a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and
Yes, sir.
poverty will come on you like a bandit,
Yes, sir.
and scarcity like a madman. A little sleep, a little slumber. So I tell people I'm from Mississippi, man.
Yeah.
I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning because I get up. The Lord wakes me up.
There you go.
I love
The
that.
Lord wakes me up. Sometimes at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I get in my scripture. That's the time that I get in my word. But it says a little sleep and a little slumber and a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a bandit and a scarcity like a madman. So you remember that the commercial about the Army, and they say they do more before 8 a.m. than most people do in a day.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
me.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I do more before 8 8 a.m. than most people do in a day, because that's the ethic that I bring to the table. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest.
Yeah.
And poverty will come on you like a bandit, and scarcity like a madman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna dive in and take that just to another page on that. I was talking to one of my clients at the salon Saturday, and I'm always looking for something that's gonna inspire me. And what inspired me is this one thing I was reading, and it said you have to prepare for your expectation. Okay. Now, if you're preparing for what you expect God to do, first of all, your expectation has to be high. You cannot wake up and expecting God to just do a little, a small thing or something that's not great. So at nighttime, my wife, I know she can vouch for me on this. I'm making sure my clothes is ironed for the next day. I'm making sure, and she's getting my towels. I'm making sure that I'm preparing myself for the expectation. And then, I get some people that may look at, me being in what I do. Okay, that's nothing big, but I don't care what people think about. This thing has blessed my life, and I know that if I prepare. Then when I go to that salon, I'm going in there with the expectation of what God's gonna do. So even before I leave the salon, I'm in a space now that, and I've been there, and I give this up to Beverly Ep.6. I give this up to her. I make sure that salon is clean, on point. I'm not being lazy in that area, because I'm wanting my salon, when they walk in that place, that they see something that's gonna absorb cleanliness, that's gonna give them, okay, I don't mind being here. I can go to the bathroom. I can sit on their toilet. I can come in that place, and baby, I appreciate you, because you are my help. Like he said earlier, you help me in these endeavors to get to that place. So laziness is one of the things that is killing the black community when it comes to business ethics, Donald. It's killing them. And go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, and because first of all, you've been blessed because you're a second generation.
Yes, sir.
Business owner.
Yes, sir.
A lot of us are first generation business owners. So you had an example.
Yes, sir.
You had an example. You had an example with your mother, who started Beverly.
Yeah, man.
I doff my hat to her every day, man, because she left a legacy.
Yeah.
She left a legacy for your brother and yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To follow. So when you say that a lot of us are first generations, so we have to go through the bumps in the road.
It's amazing that you say the bumps in the road, because as God has blessed me, man, I try to bring in people and try to build them up and try to make sure they don't have to go through the bumps in the road, because that's how I was set up. But it's something about the younger community that they don't want that, man. They don't seek that. They don't,
Well, social media influences has been devastating to our world.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of these youngsters don't know true work ethic. Because they live in a society that it's done quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yes.
Microwave, brother. Microwave. Yes, sir.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry. So if you get 1,000 likes, you're doing something. You know what I'm saying? But is 1,000 likes worth your ethic or your integrity? See, I see people that are posting a lot of stuff. Now, I appreciate social media, but at the same time, social media has killed our business.
It's
Teddy.
killed it, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this is what I'm saying to you is, if you're posting everything that you do on social media, and you are telling people how to do what you do, then they're not gonna need you eventually.
Wow, that you took a whole nother turn with that one, brother.
Oh, I'm just telling you. So the industry has changed because of the social media. But you guys are so interested in getting likes and becoming an influencer. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these influencers, that's not their real life.
That's not, brother. That's not.
That's not their real life. That's the facade that they create for you, the viewer, to buy in to what they're selling.
Now I'm gonna say one thing about, because I had to get off into that world, and I don't like that world. Monica, no, I don't like that world, but I had to get into that world because, and you, I don't know if you had to or not, Donald, but we had to get off into that world because that's what's driving these younger people to even pay attention.
Yeah,
okay,
so the podcast.
But check this out. But check this out. Even though I do post, I'm posting truth. Okay, and then I'm not putting out there how I do it. I'm gonna make you have to come to a class.
Yes.
Or come get some learning, or and I'm even willing to give the learning away. I have that much integrity about this business and about just business in the ethnic or in the black community that I'm willing to give it to people that want it and want to learn how to do it. But the problem is, like you said, we want it fast. We think you're gonna jump in this thing and you're not gonna have to put in the work. You can be lazy. You can go to work and just live how you want to live. Show up in pajamas. Show up with your hair not done. Show up
late.
Show up late. That
Show up late, Teddy.
Brother.
I'm telling you, I'm in salons. Your customers are waiting. I was in the salon Thursday, and a woman was standing outside of the salon, and she was having a conversation with somebody, and she was putting this stylist on blast.
Wow.
And she said that the only reason that I'm staying here is because I've already paid.
Paid a deposit. Oh my.
I've already paid.
Donald, that,
So,
ooh, Lord.
so this stylist was running 30, 45 minutes late.
Wow.
Then she comes in and she's on the phone. She doesn't
address
her customer. Not, I'm sorry, I'm late. Anything. Come on to the shampoo bowl.
Wow.
Wow. So it just so happened I was looking at the young lady. And I said, I know you. And we went back, and I knew who she used to go to. And that stylist is no longer doing hair. But I said to her, you're not used to this.
Wow.
You're not used to this, because I know the stylist that you used to go to, how she did business. But this young girl, and she can whip some hair, Teddy. But the business ethic,
It's not
the business ethic is not there. How dare you walk into a salon and you got a customer waiting on you, and you don't get off the phone, you don't address, and everything in me wanted to say, pull her to the side and say, baby girl, that's not correct. That's not how you do business.
I know you got a scripture for that right there.
I sure do.
Yes, come on with it, baby.
Luke 16, 10, and 11. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much.
Wow.
And whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much. So, if you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who would trust you with true riches? So, this verse emphasizes the importance of integrity and trustworthiness in managing even the smallest aspects of our business affairs. It highlights the correlation between our faithfulness with worldly possessions and our readiness to handle the true riches of God's kingdom.
Don, I'm gonna let you jump in right there on that one. Then I'm gonna tag.
That's Monica. Thank you. Faithful over a few.
Over a few things.
That's right.
Faithful over a few things.
Wow.
If you're not faithful over a few things, he can't entrust you. He can't entrust wealth to you. If you're not trustworthy with $100, if you're not trustworthy with $1,000, and Teddy, forgive me, but that's where the black churches failed a lot of people.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm not trying to get into church, but they've said to people that if you give $100 and he's gonna reward you, and but you're not faithful in your $100 giving. You're giving to get, and that's not the principle.
That's not the principle.
That's not the principle of the kingdom. That's not the principle of the kingdom. You don't give to get. You give out of obedience. But it's like you almost like you trying to pimp God. You treating him like, excuse me, a prostitute.
Wow.
You know, so the church has failed us in that sense of this prosperity gospel, and that's a different subject. But going back to being faithful over a few things, and he'll make you ruler over many things. And man, it's just simple. It's just simple. Be faithful.
Wow.
If you got 5 clients, be faithful to them. If you got 10 clients, be on time.
Mm-hmm.
That's good, man.
Be on time. Give them a service
That they can't get nowhere else.
Right.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So, which brings to me, how can you guys? I'm just asking, how can you guys say to your client, "Are you already shampooed? Are you already shampooed?" Well, my grandmama. Well, I'm second generation, Daddy, because my grandmama was a hairstylist.
Yeah.
And everybody went in her salon, got a shampoo. I don't care if you already shampooed your hair. My grandmama said, "I don't know what you used.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you used.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what kind of product you use. You may use Vidal Sassoon, a Suave.
Right.
Dishwashing liquid. Let me stop.
You know, Dawn, you know, they using Dawn for a lot of stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they shampooing with Dawn too. Teddy,
I know, bro. Trust me.
look here, I'm in the industry.
I know.
I see Dawn on the back of them.
Shampoo bars, yeah. On the
Yeah,
back bar.
Wow.
I'm telling you. So when you say faithful over a few things, man, you got to be faithful. You got to be faithful to your business. You got to make your calling and election sure. And I'm sure that God called me to this business.
That's good, Don. That's good.
I'm sure of that. Now, we started this conversation off with the social media thing, and I got to change the way I'm doing business. So that's why I had to create a website, because a lot of people they're not in their salons. A lot of people have second jobs. A lot of people don't even want to see me. They just want the product.
Wow.
You know, so I've had to redefine the way that Integrity does business in 2024. Thankfully, I've got a 13-year-old son who's a whiz, you know.
Yeah.
And he helps me with all of this stuff, and my 20-year-old daughter, Talia. Shout out to you, baby girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, we got kids, so I'm not a student because I'm 66 years old, Teddy. And I'm not familiar with how this business, the internet and social media is changing. But again, I'm gonna be faithful.
You're gonna be. I was waiting on that word. You're gonna be faithful and, and figure it out.
I'm gonna be faithful and figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the dimension that we're living in now.
Yes, sir.
That's the dimension that we're living in. So people will go on and they'll buy a whole doggone outfit on the internet, and I'm saying, excuse me, Monica, panties and bras. You know what I'm saying? The whole outfit. I mean, I was talking to a young lady. I bought my whole outfit, including my panties and bras. I was like, for real?
And had it shipped to her house.
And had it shipped to her house. I wouldn't do it, but hey, that's the world that we're living in now.
So, and what you're saying, so in the product industry, delivering products, you feel like you think that's gonna take over the mall industry? That's gonna take all of that's gonna shut down eventually from this?
Yeah, Teddy. So I'm adjusting myself right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, when we out in the streets, and I love the streets, man. I love the interaction with people.
Yes.
You know, that's but a lot of people were saying, "Hey, Donald, I don't need anything today." Oh, Donald, so I'm wasting time and I'm wasting gas. If I create the website, you can go on the website and order anytime you want to. You ain't got to wait for me. And I guarantee you that if you're anywhere in our local area, Huntsville, Alabama, Bowling Green, Kentucky, Franklin, Kentucky, Hoptown, Evansville, Indiana, Huntsville, Alabama, I'm going to get you the next day. I guarantee that. 24 hours. If you get that order in to me by 2 o'clock, you're going to have it there.
I totally like that, Donna, and I get that. But I'm gonna tell you, I'd like the personal contact with you. But you keep me as one of your people you come see, brother. Keep me as one of the people you come see, because that's the one thing that I can say about what I do, though, because you're not going to be able to. I don't think they ever create a computer or a robot to do what I do.
No. Because it's a computer can't cut, a robot can't cut your hair to precision.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's too many integral parts.
Yeah.
In what you do.
Yeah.
You know. And you're a bad boy, Teddy.
And I'm
you're a bad boy.
These hands are blessed. God has blessed me, but it took me time. It took me going to classes. It took me making sure that I stay constantly learning about what I do, learning about product, like your classes that I would go to. You had several classes that I attended, you know, and I've taught classes. I've been, you know, I've been all over trying to make myself better in what I do. And that's another thing. If you got someone else over there.
I just want to piggyback on what you said. So what comes to mind is, I know you mentioned the church, but to me it starts at home. I'll give you an example. Like both of our kids, we stress tremendously to be on time in everything. And if you have whatever job you have, you treat it with respect. Meaning, if you're running late, you contact someone and you let them know that.
Yes.
And then once you get to the place, you apologize, and you explain what happened. You know, it's nothing like just leaving someone wondering.
Right.
You know, it's all about communication. So I thought a lot of these parents, they want to be their kids' friends instead of saying, "Hey, get up, get to work, get out of here, get on time." That's the same thing for school. Because when I look at my child's report cards, yes, the grades are important, but I look at, were you tardy to class? You know, we don't play in this household missing school. So you're going to get, unless you just deathly ill, other than that, you're going to get up and do what you're supposed to do. And so to me, it piggybacks from, they probably got to stay at home in the bed when they were in school. So now that's done trickled to their work ethics. And so
bad habits,
very bad habits. And so you can't get time back, you know, and that's one thing we stress in this household too, because he gets up. Our if it's our alarm clock or the Lord may wake us up at 5 a.m., we have things just like you said. We get up, we do our word first, and I told Teddy now. One of the pastors said, "You get up and you eat. You eat that word, you know, to get you through the day." But I'm saying these. I said that to say he has to get up, and I'm like, you got to get out the house because you know the traffic is bad. You need to beat your customer there. You need to have those doors already open, everything already going. So when they come in, all they got to do is set their purse down, and you get to that shampoo bowl.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yes, ma'am. Look here, and I call them sometimes 8:15 in the morning.
Yeah, he's been there because when he get up, I get up because I have to make sure he's taking care of him. Like he said, we do the prep work. Sometimes, no, you don't want to, but you have to. And I'm like, even in that industry, they don't know those towels don't wash themselves. Them capes don't wash themselves.
Right.
You know? And once they get washed, they got to be dried. And once they get dried, they got to be folded. Because you don't go into Beverly's and you got on a wrinkled cape that look like it's been ran over.
Right.
It is nicely, you know, once they come out there dry, they you know, my mother taught us how to press it with our hands to make sure when you put that cape on, it's crisp.
Yes.
So I noticed these youngsters, their towels are still in the laundry bag.
Yes, they pulling them out.
Right, pulling them out instead of they're in the drawer nicely folded. So you gotta watch. I watch a little bit of everything. I watch people, and I'm like, I wouldn't want that person doing my hair.
Right.
And then if their appearance is bad, I'm like, how are you gonna do my hair? But your hair is not 100%.
Cat ragged.
Yes, cat raggedy. And then you want to do my hair, and a lot of them look like they just rolled out the bed and look unkempt. So it's a lot that this industry, you know, my husband takes pride in himself to make sure, like I say, his clothes is ironed, everything is up to par, and then everything for the salon is up to par. So when you walk in there, you shouldn't see none but excellence.
And I tell you what, when I walk in Beverly's, it's clean. It's precise. Even when I'm putting his product in his closet, you know what I'm saying? I got him spoiled, Monica. I
You got him spoiled.
I put his product. That's part of my service.
Yes,
to my customers.
that's
Wow.
integrity, brother.
You know, I put my customers' stuff up. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Unless they tell me, put it somewhere else. But I'm going to put it up for them. That's part of who I am. That's part of my work ethic.
Okay.
That's part of my integrity. And you said it. The problem is that this all begins at home. It begins at home. So I'm not gonna fault you guys But the curse has to stop somewhere.
You got that right. Yes. But I'm like, where? Because I talked to Ted, I say, I would not want to be in this generation during this time. I welcome the generation that I grew up in because this new one, they don't have any social skills. They don't want to be. A lot of them say they don't even like people. I'm like, how do you not like people? These people are your customers. These people are the ones that's putting the money in your pocket so you can do the things that you like to do, but you say you don't like people. I don't understand that. Not a people person at all.
That is good, y'all. And like I told you, Donna, this thing goes by so fast. So before we get up out of here, before we leave this segment, because we'll pick up on that tomorrow. But Donna, I need you to give the people out here what are some of the steps. And you got about 5-6 minutes if you need to, and we may jump back in. But what are some of the steps? What are some of the things? What are some of the issues that we're gonna have to either deal with or hit on the head to make it to where the ethnic or the African American community increases their business ethic, their work ethics, because it's not just business; it's at the job as well, baby. So I'm gonna let y'all too, and I'm gonna end. Donna, give me about a
Well,
quick.
first of all, Teddy, first of all, set your business up correctly.
That's
Amen. Yes.
Set your business up correctly.
That's good, Donna.
You got a LLC, a S corp. You got to get your EIN number.
That's good, Donna.
Yes.
You got to get a business bank account,
Amen. Amen.
not a personal bank account,
Come on, brother.
Yes.
but a business bank account. And you've got to build your business credit. You know, that EIN number. You know, and if you guys have any questions about that, you can always reach out to me. Can I give my number?
Yes, give you know.
615-568-4633. 615-568-4633. That's been my number for 30-something years.
Wow.
You know, but, first of all, you got to get your business model set up correctly. Some people like LLCs, some people like S corps, but you can't do business as. You got to separate that. You got to put all that money that you're making in the bank, especially if you don't have a home, you got to show some income.
You sure do.
You can't just take all that cash and do what you want to do with it. And then when they say, we need to see two years of tax records, and you saying you showing 25, 30,000, but you actually made about 80,000, 85,000.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna jive. You're never gonna be able to get anything. You can buy a car. You can get a credit card or something like that. But getting stuff that's gonna sustain you, like a home. You want to buy a building, but you don't have any income.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So those are the things that we must have in place. And I work with a company called Monster Brands, and we got a program called MB 800, Monster Brand 800. We'll coach you into getting that 800 credit score. And if you're not credit worthy, we'll get you credit worthy.
That's
Wow.
good.
Yeah. So, and we will show you how to set up your business. We'll show you step by step so that you will know where you're going and what you're doing. And we'll show you how to get there. We'll show you how to get business credit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because a lot of things you're doing on your own, but it's in your name. It's not in your business name.
I was just
Wow.
told that today by one of my customers. She, Shalita Talley, she runs the Talley Tax Service, and she said, if you have a business, everything needs to run through your business, everything except your home. And that way, if someone comes after you or the government or anything comes after you, they can only attack your business. They cannot attack your personal income. So, Donald, brother, that was some amazing stuff right there. Continue, Donald, continue.
Yeah. So so we'll teach you, and we'll walk you through. If your credit is not right, because business credit is based off of personal credit. Business credit is based off personal credit. So they'll look at your personal credit and see how you paid your personal credit and give you business credit based on that. But if you don't have personal credit, or you hadn't been a good steward over your business, your personal credit, and we can work with that, because we can get you where you need to.
be. Okay.
We can get you where you need to be, because it's systems out here now that you don't have to reinvent the wheel, because the wheel has already been invented.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we have a model. We have a business model that you can follow, and we will walk you through that process. So that's what I would really want to leave you with. And again, have ethics.
Yes, sir.
Don't let your client sit in your chair and you not shampoo.
That's good, man. That's good.
I don't care what they do. I don't care.
That's good, though.
That's ethical. That's why you went to school, paid 1,500 hours.
Yeah, man.
And paid what, $10,000-$15,000?
Yes, sir.
They got to pay you for what you know.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Pay me for what I know.
That's good, man. And I hate to end it, man, but we're about to come to an end, you all. Monica, you got anything else you want to say before we get off the show tonight?
I just want to tell young people to please, I want to leave with this Bible verse. It's one of mine. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not unto man. That's Colossians 3:23. So God has blessed you with a gift. Use that gift.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
use
ma'am.
it as to his glory, not for your glory, but to his glory. So like you say, if your customer comes in and her hair is already shampooed, you say, like you said, ma'am, I don't know what you used, but in this salon, I have to do this, and you stick to it. Don't let people take you, because you went to school all that time and you have a gift, and so I'm gonna put it like this. Don't let them come and tell you how to do your job, because you can't go to their job and tell them how to do theirs.
That's good.
Yeah.
Don't let them run your business.
Right. Don't let them run your business.
Don't let them run your business. And know your worth and
Yes.
know your value.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And put a price tag on it.
That's good. No, that's
Put
good.
a price tag on it.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Put a price tag on it. Don't let them lowball you. If you say your time is worth $150 an hour, so it's $150 an hour.
Yes,
if
sir.
if they can't pay you, then they're just not your customer.
That's good. That's good. But, y'all, I hate to let us go, y'all. This has been an amazing show, y'all. Like I say, people out there, I hope you all enjoyed today. You have been listening to the Teddy and Monica show. This is WFTB 104.1 FM, Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. Y'all join in tomorrow, because me and Monica, we're gonna piggyback off of this subject. Donald, man, I appreciate you, brother.
Yes.
Man, I
we do.
appreciate you
I
having me.
appreciate you, brother. And this won't be the last time, trust me, because
Hey, and by the way, the website is integritysalonservices.com.
yes, sir.
Integrity, INTEGRITY,
That's good.
salonservices.com.
.com, and I'm glad to leave you. And we want to give it up for Beverage of Nashville, one of the sponsors of the show. So you all be blessed out there. We love you all. And Only One Night, though, is the song that we're leaving on by
Yes.
Ty Tribbett. So you all enjoy the rest of your night. We have enjoyed you all. And brother, once again, I got to give it up, D. God, hey, I appreciate you,
Hey,
brother.
Teddy, appreciate you, Monica. Love you.
Appreciate you
Yes,
too.
sir.
Love you as well.